right, welcome to the cool down desk. I gotta switch the names because I'm stupid and forgot that. Right now, we have, of course, on the desk, you've already heard IPS and Shams talking today. We have Zach here as well. And then, of course, our lovely team captain here of OwO Gang, Shog. How is it going?
Pretty good. There's just a lot of nerves on the double set, but I think, we pulled through on the second set.
Yeah.
Got our stuff together.
Before we talk any further, how do you want us to say your name? Because I've seen Shogun Shogun.
Shogun is fine.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So, yeah, walk us through today. You had one unfortunate 0-3 against Kraken Warriors, and then you guys came back around for that Game 5 against Resilience. So, overall, how are you feeling about both sets today?
Well, first of all, I'm going to be real. When we first got put into our amateur bracket, I guess, and I saw the other teams that were competing, I was very intimidated.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of an honor to be able to play with these big teams like West Broadway and Xylo and Red Sun. So, I think, I guess, losses are going to come like with any esport. So I think as long as we can deal with the losses and push through, then we shouldn't sweat it that much.
Yeah. Well, you guys are now sitting at 2-3, so it's, near the bottom half of the standings, and we'll talk a little bit more about the standings, but kind of where are you guys at as a team now that you're sitting 2-3? Is it kind of this mentality of, man, if we just keep practicing, training hard, maybe we have a crazy run to get into playoffs, or are you guys just kind of in that mindset of, hey, we're kind of the middle of the pack and we're just looking to improve right now?
Definitely, I think me and my team want to, get to playoffs. And we've definitely been, preparing each week, trying to improve as much as we can. I think we're very focused on just improving from our losses, which we get a lot of sometimes.
Yeah, well, that's good to hear, especially after at least one win today. You guys are still definitely not eliminated from the playoffs. I do have some questions, though, for you. I don't know how much you listen to the casting while you're playing, but a lot of our commentators were wondering what were with some of these comps that OwO Gang were pulling out today, because it didn't seem like the same comps that you guys are running in the first couple weeks.
Well, I guess that's related to Spy, but not playing Charger, or
yeah. We also saw the Rapid Blaster coming out for a lot of those Splat Zone matches. Squeezer coming out.
Squeezer, Spy has expressed to me that he really likes the weapon Squeezer, and we definitely think it's a strong weapon. And while he does want to continue playing Charger, I think he mostly wants to focus on Squeezer right now. And, I got to respect that. I do think he's pretty good at Squeezer. And as you saw in the Inkblot game, he does still play Charger. It's just this week with, Double Clams Rainmaker, it just so happened that he's playing Squeezer a lot.
Oh, that makes sense. Fair enough. And IPS, I'm curious if you got any questions here for Shog.
I mean, I wanted to ask something, right? Falcon, your Tetris player, I gotta say. For your first couple of weeks, I saw him play. He was kind of struggling a little bit, but he did. This week, the Thunder game, he wasn't the MVP, of course, because you and Kyle were fragging, but he still put in a good amount of work. And then in that Clan Blitz game, he was just going off, really good splash down jump plays. So I want to know that, did he go back, rewatch how he played? What did he do to improve? Because he's definitely done something. He's gotten a lot better since the start of the season.
I think for Falcon, at least, I can't say 100%, of course, because I'm not him, but I think sometimes, he just has his off days or plays better than other days. But he he's always been really consistent, or not maybe consistent, but he's always like been pretty good at Tetras. I think this week he just I guess got his stuff together. Like for example, last week he tried picking up Tent, and we tried that out for our comp. But it probably was how do I put this? A bit too soon for that, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, I think one person that wants to ask questions to you is definitely Zach. So,
Before Zach asks, though, I gotta ask Shogun, how does it feel to have your number one fanboy, Zach?
It's an honor to have a fan.
A fan. No, I'm leading the army, Shogun.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Actually, I'll invite you to my server right now.
Oh, good. Yeah, get me in, man. Get me in there.
Okay.
My question to you is, what are you planning to name your firstborn?
Oh.
these questions, man.
You know, just for you, firstborn male, Zach.
Yeah, baby, let's go.
We're gonna hold you to that. We're gonna whenever you have a kid, you're gonna come back to the WTP podcast wherever we are at.
I'll phone you.
We're gonna need proof. We're gonna need birth certificate photo proof.
Of course.
Okay.
Lord.
I really thought I was gonna have to pay for the birthright name, but it worked itself out.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought potentially you were gonna say your first kid would be named OwO.
No. It'll be
one gang.
Yes.
Oh boy. All right. Well, I'll give one chance, Shams, if you're still here. Any question you want to ask Shogun or know about OwO? Oh, it looks like he dropped.
left.
Okay. No worries.
Shams Fortune not here.
Thank you, Shams, for commentating. Well, let's take a look at then the standings and see where we're at. And,
I actually have one last question for Shogun.
Right. Go ahead.
So, Shogun, a question to you, right? So, Zach here, he is so confident in you guys. He bets everything on you guys. He thinks you guys are gonna come into the playoffs after gonna beat Xylo and get the massive upset. So, what do you think of all those predictions from Zach?
Not a bad one. Not a bad one, definitely.
You're not upset at that one, huh?
Nope. I think that's a pretty good opinion in my book. And I believe in my team. We're all about improvement. So, we'll be looking at the VOD, if not today, maybe tomorrow, and preparing for next week.
Great. Well, I love to hear it. And now let's take a look at the standings, and we can all give a little commentation here. We got Xylo still undefeated, 5-0. West Broadway and Red Sun could not play today, but looks like they may be aiming for Thursday, so expect some great action between them. But right now, because they didn't play, West Broadway and Kraken Warriors both tied at 3-1. Red Sun at 2-1. Regular Gamers moving up into 5th place, 3-2. OwO Gang now 2-3. Tent 1-2. And 2 winless teams right now, Symphony and Resilience. So, IPS, I'll go to you first. Which team are you looking at that you are surprised by the record?
Honestly, looking at surprised, I would say both OwO Gang and Kraken Warriors, because right on one hand, OwO Gang is still that one team that when we saw week 1, Resilience already going down and all that, I felt like OwO Gang was going to be one of those winless teams, actually, just looking off week 1. But, they've proven me wrong, and they seem to be more of the middle of the pack. Sitting there, I believe, 6th place, not bad at all. 2-3, not bad at all, So that's one surprise. The other surprise is Kraken Warriors. They were, I was thinking they were going to be sitting around the bottom more right now, but they got the chance to replay against Resilience, took the win there. They took a pretty convincing win today. So, if they keep playing like this next coming weeks, I feel like they can definitely stay on that top four. But I believe they do have I think they do have Red Sun maybe soon, so that might be a tough matchup for them. But we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. And my pick, I think, is still Symphony 0-4 now. My prediction probably won't come true. They've been so close to so many wins, and it's just heartbreaking to see them winless right now. But Zach, what is your pick? Which team are you surprised by to see their record after 4 weeks?
I mean, I've just been blown away again and again by Xylo. I think they are obviously the most dominant team, and maybe that's not the most surprising thing in the world to see. But I'm just excited to see more action from them and see what those playoffs look like.
Yeah. Coming to you now, Shog, OwO gang sitting at 2-3. How are you feeling about your playoff hopes? Give me a percentage. How likely is it OwO gang pulls off this run?
I mean, of course, the standings right now for us are less than ideal, but I have faith in my team. Definitely think we can grind through and get it. Maybe a 50 to 60% chance, if I'm being honest, but my heart says 100.
Whoa, there it is. Is it the belief from Zach that propels you?
Of course.
Yeah, manifest it, baby.
All right, there you go. 100% chance OwO gang makes playoffs. I might question mark that one, but we'll take your word for it. Let's check out next week's schedules to see what important matchups are coming up for Friday's stream. Next week, we have Kraken Warriors taking on Red Sun, and I think the schedule might be slightly off, so let me double check it. Yes, it's a little sus that Red Sun is in there twice. It should be regular gamers at the end, so as I change that. Symphony versus Resilience, West Broadway versus Tent Supremacy, Tent Supremacy taking on OwO gang, and then Xylo taking on regular gamers. So coming to you, Shogun first. How are you feeling taking on Tent Supremacy?
They're a team I haven't heard or seen much of, but I'll definitely go back in some of the VODs and check out, what their comps are looking like their gameplay and stuff. So, yeah.
So, I mean, are you feeling confident that you guys can take that one, even though you don't know that team too well?
I mean, yeah, of course.
Okay, of course. I
My
like
heart,
the confidence.
yes.
All right, well, IPS, what are some of those other important matchups you're seeing here?
Well, we see Kraken Warriors been playing pretty well lately. I want to see them against a team like Red Sun, see how they fare against them. We're going to see them against West Broadway, so be pretty interesting to see how they fare against Red Sun. Stan, on the other hand, people might be talking about Xylo versus regular gamers and all that, but, in my opinion, that's going to be like a quick win for Xylo. Whatever, Xylo. But for me, the hype matchup is actually the one of Symphony versus Resilience, the two winless teams. Because I'm going to be honest here, whichever team loses that might be the team that's going to go 0-8 this season, and you do not want to be that. So that is going to be the matchup to not go 0-8.
Fair enough. Sorry, joking. It was not funny, but just breathed in wrong. So just classic Luke stuff. But Zach, I'll pass it to you. What is your hype matchup for next week?
I'm looking forward to anything OwO gang does. I just look forward to hearing any of them breathe.
Okay. All right.
Right then. All right.
All right. Well, my hype matchup isn't really a matchup. I am just excited to see more from Tent Supremacy because they started off week 1 not being able to play, so they're only 3 games through where most teams have played 4 or 5 games. The fact that they played 2 games next week means we get to see how they really stack up against some of these other teams. So I feel like if they take 2 wins and they end up 3-2, they have a real shot at taking Kraken Warrior or regular gamers for playoffs, taking down one of their spots. But if they lose 1 or 2 games, then they're probably going to be ending up in a 1-4 or 2-3 situation looking outside of the playoffs. So big deal for them next week. They got to be practicing. They got to be on it if they want a shot at a run at playoffs. So looking to learn more about tent supremacy. As you said, Shogun, not a team that you know too well. I want to see more from them as well. So should be pretty hype. We're going to pass off you guys on a raid here in a moment. So Shogun, I just want you to get one more opportunity. Anything you want to say, anyone that you want to shout out right now?
Everyone go follow my SoundCloud at Shogun Yams.
No way. Is this for real? Is this for real?
I think he just I think he went back into interviews.
After that? No way.
He went back into interviews.
What a
I think
pro play.
His thing died.
That was a literal mic drop.
His Discord died. I think he's trying to come back in.
No, I don't believe that it died. I believe it did die. It would have been cooler if it was an actual mic drop. But
all right,
I'm sorry, my mic just stopped working.
We all thought you just did a mic drop, and I was like, dude, that is epic.
Also, big shout out to my teammates. Love you guys. And, everyone that we have and will go against in this league. And, of course, you guys for hosting this event.
Oh, of course. We love it. We love it. So thank you for bringing your team in. We are